Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are taking a look at 2004's National Treasure. This stars Nicolas Cage, and this is a first-time watch for me. I have no idea what to expect, but apparently it's a lot of fun. I know Nicolas Cage best from Gone in 60 Seconds and The Wicker Man where he's afraid of the bees.
Oh, well, you are in for a treat, my friend. I have seen it, and I have enjoyed it, so I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to watch you react to it.
This is one movie that I have seen countless times. It is one of my absolute favorites.
Is that good, huh?
It is that good, and I just can't wait to get to join in the ride for Mason Quinn to see this for the first time. It is so good.
It's a treasure. In fact, it's a national treasure. So let's go!
Drop a comment below if you are watching The Curse of Oak Island. And the people who know what I'm talking about. Let me know if there is any other Lagina ride or dies out there. Lagina. It's the name.
All right.
Well,
they'll get it. You know.
Pronounce it right the first time.
Oak Island. Oh, I know how to pronounce it.
Imagine that, Oak watching a show called Oak Island.
Oh, that flashlight's never going to keep working.
Grandpa! It was 1832 on a night much like this.
Getting some Princess Bride vibes here with that intro.
Charles Carroll
Do Montoya
was the last surviving signer. He was also a member of a secret society known as the Masons. He knew he was dying. It was urgent that he speak to the president. The president wasn't there that night. Charles Carroll had a secret, so he took into his confidence the one person he could. My grandfather's grandfather. A treasure beyond all imagining.
Oh, how they made the pyramids.
And then suddenly it vanished. It didn't reappear for more than 1,000 years. You see, the knights who found the vaults believed that the treasure was too great and took the name the Knights Templar. War followed. Treasure had been hidden again. They knew they had to make sure the treasure would never fall into the hands of the British. Over time, the clues were lost or forgotten until only one remained, entrusted to young Thomas Gates. The Freemasons among our founding fathers left us clues.
Ah, everybody's looked at the dollar bill.
You know what that dollar represents? The entire Gates family fortune. 6 generations of fools.
We got Jon Voight in this?
Yep.
Oh!
Are we knights?
Neil, you take upon yourself the duty of the Templars, the Freemasons. Do you so swear?
So swear.
Ah, there we go.
God, love this movie. I love it. I
want to drive one of
On the
those.
snowcats.
And if I'm gonna say it more, if you are following Oak Island right now, you know. Oh God, you know.
Can you imagine?
It's extraordinary.
Ah, Sean Bean. Well, he's not making it out of this. Guaranteed. He's not going to make it.
The score that they use is so epic in this whole movie.
I don't see any ship.
She's out there.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
2 years ago, if you hadn't shown up, I don't know if I ever would have found Charlotte.
You would have found it, I have no doubt.
I'm just relieved that I'm not as crazy as everyone says, or said my dad was.
Let's go find some treasure. Yeah, bring us back something.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be bringing Sean Bean on board. At the beginning of the movie, they said to hide it from the British. I'm not sure if he's playing a Brit in this or not, but be skeptical. Oh.
You handled that well.
Easy, Doug.
You think it's in the barrels? Why would the captain be guarding this barrel?
Ah, there you go.
What is it?
Do you guys know what this is?
Is it a billion-dollar pipe?
No, it's a clue. Let me see that.
Why is it always the hand that they do?
It's Templar symbols. The legend writ, the stain affected, the key in silence, undetected. It's a riddle. The legend, the key. Maps have legends, maps have keys. An invisible map, so now...
Wait a minute. What do you mean invisible?
The effect is to make what was undetectable detectable. Unless the key in silence could be...
Prison.
Why say iron pen?
Because it's a prison.
He was so happy.
Timothy Matlack was the official scribe of the Continental Congress. And to make sure he could not offend the map, it was put on the back of a resolution that he transcribed, a resolution that 55 men signed. The Declaration of Independence.
There you go. Nothing to it.
A document of that importance would ensure the map's survival. We'll have to arrange a way to examine it.
One of the most important documents in history. They're not just going to let us...
We could borrow it. I understand your bitterness, I really do. You should be able to rub this treasure in their arrogant faces, and I want you to have the chance to do that. We all have our areas of expertise. I arranged a number of operations of questionable legality.
I'm not going to let you steal the Declaration of Independence.
From this point on, all you're going to be is a hindrance.
I knew it.
Well, you can't shoot me. There's more to the riddle.
Tell me what I need to know, Ben, or I'll shoot your friend.
Hey!
He hides behind a rope.
If you shoot me, I drop this.
What happens when the flare burns down?
You need to know shot can catch.
Nice try, though, you.
Oh, that's right. He had it on his hand from digging in the barrel.
Oh,
Oh,
whoopsies.
Riley, get over here!
it's going to be quite the boom.
I'm sure they're fine.
Well, they had that wooden door come down. They're all right.
Okay, let's go. Before someone sees the smoke.
Boromir, I'm so disappointed in you. Can't trust him.
One can't just merely go into a ship.
One does not simply steal the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, there were memes. There were memes.
There's an Inuit village about 9 miles east of here.
Right. Then what are we gonna do?
Start making our way back home.
He's gonna steal the Declaration of Independence, Ben.
Stop him.
He's
All
only
right.
he's only gonna have a hell of a head start, but yeah, we'll get there.
The race is on.
I mean, the music.
The music is
so,
good.
like grand-esque. They just get you with every scene. It's so big.
Was this a Jerry Bruckheimer movie?
I don't know. I'll have to look.
Excuse me.
Dr. Chase can see you now, Mr. Brown?
Family name doesn't get a lot of respect in the academic community.
Being kept down by the man.
Abigail Chase?
Paul Brown. Well, your accent. Pennsylvania Dutch?
Saxony German. Oh, I am an American. I just wasn't born here. Please don't touch that.
Sorry, a neat collection. You're missing the 1789 inaugural, though. Well, I'm going to get straight to the point. Someone's going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
It's true.
If we were given the privilege of examining the document,
What do you think you're going to find?
encryption on the back, cartograph,
A map of what?
Trying to.
historic and intrinsic value.
A treasure map?
He's trying so hard not to say it.
You're treasure hunters, aren't you?
We're more like treasure protectors.
Personally seen
Treasure
the back of the
protectors.
Declaration of Independence, but no map.
It's invisible.
May I see the pipe?
We don't have it.
Did Bigfoot take it.
When you lay it all out like that, it does sound a little.
You know, that really is a nice collection. Must have taken you a long time to hunt down all that history.
Burn. See that
little jab.
You're just a collector. You didn't earn that. You didn't find it.
180 years of searching, and I'm 3 feet away. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism and provide new guards for their future security.
No idea what you said.
Those who have the ability to take action have the responsibility to take action.
I thought it was Herbie.
Herbie Hancock.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
That a kid.
That became a meme also.
Oh,
yeah.
He's just waiting. You're like,
You are going to go to prison. You know that.
Yeah, probably. The only way to protect the Declaration is to steal it.
It can't be done. Let me prove it to you. I've brought you to the Library of Congress because it's the biggest library in the world. It is surrounded by guards and video monitors, army of sensors and heat monitors.
this feels like Mission Impossible.
But you only need to find one way to make it work. The preservation room. Enjoy. Go ahead. Out of the vault, directly across the hall, and into the preservation room. To steal it would be during the gala this weekend, and the guards are distracted by the VIPs upstairs.
Oh, this might be possible.
It might.
Not impossible.
All he needs is a Ford Mustang GT 500 to pull this off. It's a getaway car, and you'll be
Nope,
set.
they got a van.
And we are in the hallway. That's what I want. Game on.
It looks disgusting.
Buy that.
Cool.
Oh, look at that.
I hope it's not from Stan or the woman who has everything else. Thanks for listening, Paul Brown.
Ah, there you go. The biometrics. But he's still got to get the button back. Well, I'm sure it'll play out. Just give it patience. I'm getting a little antsy.
Isn't it?
Oh, look at that video camera back in the day.
I mean, it's not as hard as stealing 60 cars in one night or whatever it was, but it's up there.
Abigail Chase.
This slimy guy.
What have you got?
The heat sensor went off in the Declaration frame.
Our evil plan is working.
Oh, there he is.
Can you hear me?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Gonna have to show ID. Go ahead, man.
What do I always say? Huh? A ladder and a toolbox? Or that similar getup, you get in just about anywhere.
This is it.
Never got invited to anything like
No,
this before.
never.
I was.
I don't think I'm ever gonna either.
You know,
For you.
keep my fingers crossed.
I made a last-minute donation. Pretty big one.
Thank you for your wonderful gift.
Oh, you did get it?
I really want it.
Well.
I have been wondering, though, what the engraving indicated.
Hi. Here you go.
Dr. Herbert, this is Mr. Brown.
Who's the stiff?
What, here, why don't you let me take that so you can take that off his hands? To high treason. Had we lost the war, they would have been hanged, had their entrails cut out, and burned.
His delivery.
Here's to the men who did what was considered wrong in order to do what they knew was right. What they knew was right.
Just staring into her eyes. Wink, ting.
Well, good night.
Night.
Bolt cutters.
Gotta have bolt cutters. If they use grappling hooks next, then we'll know.
It's working. It's working.
Unbelievable.
They did do this on Mythbusters.
They did.
They could get the fingerprints. I just don't remember if they could get this part.
If they would transfer?
If that would work. Yeah, I just don't know if that worked or not.
You got to imagine now they probably do retinal, temperature, all that stuff. Facial recognition.
Yep, voice.
I'm gonna turn off the surveillance cameras. Ready? 3. Now. You are now the Invisible Man.
I like how he's pulling off a heist like this, wearing a tuxedo like he's Bond.
I'm here.
Give me the letters for a password.
L-O-R-V-Y.
Glove fry, a very gulf, elf gov ray.
Valley Forge.
I don't have that on my computer.
She pressed E and L twice.
Barely an inconvenience for him.
You got about 1. I lost my feed, Ben. I don't know where anyone is.
Taking the whole thing. I'll get it out of the elevator.
Gates.
Oh, I suppose bulletproof glass.
1 inch.
He's got the bloody map.
Are you still there?
I'm in the elevator.
Do you have a Paul Brown on that list?
No, not here.
His face.
Are you trying to steal that? It's $35.
So,
Oh, he's not gonna have enough.
57.
He got a Visa card.
We take Visa.
Yeah, but why use that?
Right, I get it. Yeah, you want to leave a trail.
This is Mike, sub-level 3. I have an alert.
Where are you?
Stop talking.
Ben, the mean declaration lady.
Hello.
Mr. Brown, what's going on?
Souvenir.
Really?
Stop chatting and get in the van.
No.
Code red, we have a break-in.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, you did not! Oh my... Security! Give me that!
Yours. Take.
Security!
Oh, he bought 2 of them. Right?
Oh, bad. Bad. Just bring her. Let's go. Go.
Oak Island isn't quite this exciting.
Oh.
Why don't you just pass me that document? Then we can all go home.
Oh, no. She bought a document for us.
Ooh, that was close.
Thank you. Got it.
Oh, I knew it.
Those lunatics!
You're not hurt, are you?
She lost it?
They don't have it.
What did they get?
Souvenir. Just the guys we warned you were going to steal the Declaration.
And you didn't believe us.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Peter Sadusky. I want to reassure you, you are not in danger in any
Harvey
way.
Keitel, seriously?
Get positive IDs and search everywhere.
We got a tip several days ago that someone was going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Do we have a name on the tipster?
There was no file opened. We didn't find the information credible.
How about now?
I'm so glad he's in this.
I want that document, Mr. Brown.
Okay, my name's not Brown. It's Gates.
Wait a minute, did you just say Gates? You're that family with the conspiracy theory about the founding fathers? You're not liars, you're insane.
Dr. Herbert said Dr. Chase introduced him as Mr. Brown.
Here we go, the Visa.
Paid with a Visa. Charge to Benjamin Gates.
It's only a matter of minutes before the FBI shows up at my front door.
What do we do?
We need those letters.
What letters? You have the original Silence Douglas letters. How'd you get scans?
Well, I know the person who has the originals. Now shush.
Shush.
I will let you hold on to this if you'll promise to shut up. I know what to do. I'm just trying to think of anything else we could do.
It took you all of 2 seconds to...
Oh, getting ready to run.
Hey, not cool. Not cool.
You're not going with the Declaration. You're not going with us with the Declaration.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
If you wanted to leave me behind, you shouldn't have told me where you were going.
Kind of did.
Smashes his head.
They're digital scans of letters to the editor of the New England Current. They're all from the same person, your humble servant, Silence Dogood.
Why is this word capitalized?
Because it's important.
Because it's a name.
I think he was in Fast and Furious 6, I think.
Degree in American History from Georgetown, Navy ROTC, and Naval Diving and Salvage Training Center.
We keep our focus on Gates. Run him to ground. Pile of family and friends lists. Closest relative first.
Dad, I'm in a little trouble.
She pregnant? This better not be about that dumb treasure. Make yourselves comfortable. There's some pizza.
I need the Silence Dogood letters.
And he dragged you two into this nonsense?
Literally.
I volunteered.
You disappoint me, Ben.
Well, maybe that's the real Gates family legacy. Sons who disappoint their fathers.
Oh.
Get out. Take your troubles with you.
I found the Charlotte.
The Charlotte. And the treasure?
No, but we found another clue that led us here.
Legend was invented to keep the British occupied searching for buried treasure. Treasure is a myth.
He's probably right. You don't even know if there is another clue.
Well, I can think of a way where we could find out. We can find out right now.
He's intrigued.
And someone who's trained to handle antique documents is gonna do it. It'll probably be marked by a symbol in the upper right-hand corner. I'm so getting fired for this.
I told you. You need heat.
Oh, look at that.
We need more juice.
More heat.
Your
Dad just
hair
has
dryer.
he just has a bowl of lemons sitting around.
Will somebody please explain to me what these magic numbers are?
It's an Ottendorf cipher.
That's right.
Each of these three numbers corresponds to a word and a key. The line on the page and the letter in that line. Dad, where are the letters?
I don't have them, son.
Oh. What?
I donated them to the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia.
Another heist.
Time to go.
Back of what?
No.
Oh, my God.
Dad, I can explain, but I don't have time. It was necessary.
There is no treasure. I wasted 20 years of my life.
We can't have that.
I'm in here. FBI, right?
Ah, nice.
And you have no idea where he's going.
Well, wouldn't I have told you if I did? He tied me to a chair.
He usually tucks a few $100s somewhere between those pages.
When are we gonna get there? I'm hungry.
Oh, no.
This car smells weird.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry, sir. Excuse me.
Okay.
One more $1.
Thank you.
Go get the last 4 letters.
So he's gonna put it together.
Okay, the vision to see the treasured past and what?
One doesn't simply just write down the letter. Urban Outfitters.
My father thinks I've been a little too cavalier in my personal life. Have you ever told someone, not a relative, I love you?
Yes?
Well, then my father would say you've been a little too cavalier in your personal life, too.
Hey!
Did you get it, Riley?
Oh, I got it. Crosses in front of the house of Pass and Stowe, referring to
The Liberty Bell. And the way to read the map can be found where the timely shadow crosses in front of the Liberty Bell. It's a specific time.
Look at these two working together.
Excuse me, can I see one of those $100 bills I paid you with? Here, I have this diver's watch. It's called a Submariner. I dive with it. It's actually quite valuable. You can use it as...
Oh, it's a Rolex Submariner. Wow.
Hold this.
Okay? I'm not going anywhere.
If we look at this clock tower, we may find the specific time. 2:22.
I missed it.
No, we didn't. You don't know this? Oh, hold on one second. Let me just... Daylight savings wasn't established until World War I. If it's 3 p.m. now, it would be 2 p.m.
Riley, you're a genius.
Just tell me what you told my friend.
Just a bunch of letters.
Can you remember which ones you were going to tell him next?
Yeah, here. STOW.
Come on, really, kid? I'm kidding.
He thought he could trust Sean Bean.
A kid that young and gets handed a $100 bill, I'll sing like a canary. I'll give you whatever you want.
It's not here. It's there. Come on.
What bell is this?
It's a centennial bell.
There it is.
All right, I'm going to go down there, and you meet me in the signing room. Okay? All right.
Oh, look at that.
Just
bricks
hope
made out
I'm
of,
right.
It's made out of Play-Doh. It's old enough.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's an old building.
Yeah.
I found this. Some kind of ocular device.
So what do we do with them?
We looked through it.
Oh, look at that.
It says here at the wall, spelled with 2 E's. Take a look.
He's careful with those things.
Oh, no.
I don't think we can get out of here without being spotted.
We separate the lock from the key. We're splitting up.
Good idea.
You keep that. Take care of her.
I will.
What are they talking about?
I would have liked some immigrant song here. Huh? I don't quite want to flip the bill for that one.
Oh.
Sure, look. There's the others.
I got it. Meet me at 5th and Chestnut. 5th and Chestnut.
Underway.
Come on. Pull the let out.
Follow me.
Oh, that's not the guy from Fast 6. It's the Russian from Predators.
Just trying to hide from my ex-husband.
Do you want some?
Shut up.
I see why you left him.
Well played.
Go around.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
Ow.
Where were you?
Hiding. Come on.
Ian, I've got them. They're heading towards City Hall. Head for the breezeway on the north side. I'll be right there.
How are you going to get away from these guys? They need some wheels or something.
Enough, man. Give me the document.
Got him. Still okay.
One doesn't simply leave the Declaration in the middle of the street.
Well, he's not doing any running with those loafers he was wearing.
Leave him. Let him go.
FBI. Have you seen this guy?
Nope, I haven't seen him.
Philadelphia police found Gates' car. It's close. We got surveillance there now.
What?
We lost it.
What?
We lost the declaration.
You both all right?
Yeah, we're all right.
We'll be fine. Meet me at the car.
Not a good idea.
Suspect has arrived.
Hello, Mr. Gates.
Gates, face your father's car and put your hands behind your back.
Should have walked away. Should have got that feeling.
Could you please be careful?
I've got it.
Riley, do you know how to get in touch with Ian?
That's some story. It's the same story I tried to tell you guys before the Declaration was stolen. And Ian still ended up with the Declaration of Independence.
So here's your options. Door number 1. You go to prison for a very long time. We are going to get back the Declaration of Independence. You still go to prison for a very long time, but you feel better inside.
Is there a door that doesn't lead to prison?
Someone's got to go to prison, Ben. Follow up with ATF and INS.
Let's run the freight side.
Oh, it's different.
Are we set?
Checking story.
Yes?
Hello, Glenn. I want you to meet me on the flight deck of the USS Intrepid. You know where that is? And bring those glasses you found at Independence Hall. Tell the FBI agents listening in on this call, if they want the Declaration back, not just a box of confetti, then you'll come alone.
box of confetti.
Can I get a status report?
Crow's nest in position. Port side is quiet.
Gates is on the flight deck.
Eyes on Gates. Not lose sight of primary mark, right?
Oh, is he going to give him the slip?
Gates, stay with the program. As soon as he shows you the declaration, we'll move in.
Sir, we've got some traffic incoming. Looks like a sightseeing helicopter.
Agent Michaels, get FAA flight plans and authorization records on that craft.
You with me?
Well, I'm sure not against you if that's what you're asking.
Got some interference on Gates's mic, sir.
Hello, Ben. Go to the starboard observation point behind the F-16.
Who's got him? Who's got Gates? Gates contact. All agents reported.
Oh, he gave him the slip. Oh, no, there he is.
He's heading towards the stern.
I've got him. He's coming this way. Ian Howe is not at the stern, sir.
Why is he heading there?
Still not against you. But I found door number 3.
What is he talking about?
Move in. Move in. Move in the Gates.
These guys got everything.
Yeah, they got everything.
Ah. You know, Sean Bean was a Bond villain. Just saying.
Hello, Ben. Welcome to New Jersey. Did you bring the glasses?
I don't know. Tell me what's happening here.
Ask your girlfriend. She's the one calling all the shots now.
What?
Hi, sweetie. How's your day going?
So what, you working with Ian now?
He's the only criminal we knew. So we called him and made a deal. If Ian tries to double-cross us, we can call the FBI and tell them right where you are. We made Ian believe he could have the treasure. It was the only way we could get this far.
That looks familiar.
You all right? No broken bones? Jam like that could kill a man.
No, it was cool.
The Declaration of Independence and the Meerschaum pipe. All yours. I knew you'd keep your promise. Now, where is it? Where's my treasure?
It's right here. Broadway, Wall Street.
Just a moment, Ben. Is that all the map said?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
We have to go inside Trinity Church.
Oh. You all right? What do you think? I'm a hostage.
Let him go, Ian.
Why don't we find the treasure?
Figure out the clues for yourself. Good luck.
I don't think you fully appreciate the gravity of the situation. Let's have a look at that map.
Oh, he's going to get out of this one. Parkinson Lane. Beneath.
It's, it really is remarkable. Take a look.
Why would the map lead us here, then take us somewhere else?
I'm so sorry.
No, this is your fault.
Oh, I don't like those furnaces.
As soon as this guy gets to wherever this thing ends, he won't need you anymore.
Hurry! I found it! Him!
So 3rd degree master mason of the Blue Luck.
Oh!
What if I was wrong?
These guys are really kind of ham-fisted with their treasure hunting, aren't they? Oh.
Who wants to go down the creepy tunnel inside the tomb first?
And if anyone should come out without me, well, use your imagination, shall we?
Oak, would you be doing that? Crawling down that tunnel?
I mean, I have a fascination with world history and treasure hunting. So, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Careful. Watch your step. Come here.
Oh!
Hey!
That's for good luck.
Wait a sec, never happened to me.
I love that bad guy.
What's this?
Yeah,
Oh,
should
might
be all
wanna
right.
Avoid that.
That looks all nice and stable.
Yeah.
Look at the elevators.
How do a bunch of guys with hand tools build all this?
Aliens.
The aliens help them.
I'm not going out on that thing.
Dad, do what he says.
Yeah, just have. Oh man,
if you go ahead first, Pops.
Yeah. Dad, just listen to what they said. What's my inheritance again?
Right under the Trinity graveyard. That's probably why no one ever found this.
Oh. Oh, that is a long way down.
Here! Abigail, get on!
Whoa.
Jeez.
Get down there! Get down there!
Do you trust me?
Oh. It's a heck of a bump. Oh, it's ripping apart.
I'm sorry I dropped you. I had to say the declaration.
No, I would have done exactly the same thing to you.
I would have dropped you both. Freaks.
Maybe you should have gotten this to begin with.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't up there.
It's not worth it. We go on.
Keep the status quo.
He's an interesting bad guy in this. Not what you typically expect.
Okay. Let's go.
I always love that they do that in movies, because wouldn't that like start those webs on fire?
You'd think.
They would kind of singe up.
Yeah.
And go,
I like how the oil is still good.
So where's the treasure?
We came all this way for a dead end?
Yes.
Can't be it.
That's it, okay? It's over. End of the road.
You're not playing games with me, are you, Ben?
No.
Hey!
Wait. What are you doing?
Ian,
We'll be trapped.
Can't just leave us here.
Yes, I can.
There isn't another clue.
Where's the treasure?
The lantern.
Dad.
The lantern is the clue.
Boston. It's Boston.
Hey, you have to take us with you.
With you out of the picture, there's less baggage to carry.
It's gonna be okay, Riley. I'm sorry I yelled at you.
Okay, boys, what's going on?
They worked them.
It was a fake clue.
The all-seeing eye. Nobody's gonna die. There's another way out.
Is this gonna be it? Finally?
With the Gates boys open it up. Like, you hold a torch.
Looks like someone got here first.
It's gone.
This room is real, Ben. And that means the treasure is real. You found what they left behind for us to find and understood the meaning of it. And I've never been so happy to be proven wrong.
Really thought I was gonna find the treasure.
Then we just keep looking for it.
Not to be Johnny Raincloud here, but that's not going to happen. We're still trapped down here.
Is that the pipe?
Could it really be that simple?
Sure enough. Here we go.
I think those are just flying around everywhere.
Oh, is this gonna be it? A lot of Egyptian stuff. Oh yeah.
I have like literal chills. I've seen this movie 1,000 times,
Goosebumps.
and I got goosebumps every time. I get goosebumps every time. She said the Dead Sea Scrolls. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Bluish green, man. I'm guessing that's significant.
I thought he was gonna say clearly an alien.
Whoa.
Whoa. That is a lot of treasure.
Riley, are you crying?
Look, stairs.
Oh, there's the way out.
Just like that? Just like that.
So what's your offer?
How about a bribe? $10 $10 billion?
I take it you found the treasure.
It's about 5 stories beneath your shoes.
Templars and the Freemasons believed that the treasure was too great for any one man to have, not even a king.
Oh, he's got a ring.
Dr. Chase gets off completely clean. Not even a little posted on her service record. Well, I want the credit for the find to go to the entire Gates family with the assistance of Mr. Riley Poole.
What about you?
I'd really love not to go to prison.
Someone's got to go to prison, man.
But then he's got to get on an airplane with his buddy.
He's got to go to Boston.
Guys would have wished you were a straw.
Look at that. He was there to see it all happen.
They want us in Cairo next week for the opening of the exhibit. They offered you 10%, you turned it down.
Riley, we've been over this. It was too much.
What do you care? You got the girl.
It's true.
It's true.
Just right in front of him.
Enjoy your spoils. While I sit on 1%.
Ah, nice.
A map.
A map? Where does it lead to?
You'll figure it out.
I think a sequel is where it leads. Excellent. Well, that was a lot of fun. That was fun. You know, who doesn't love just a good old-fashioned treasure hunt movie? You know, and we've seen heist movies that we've done on the Reaction channel here. You know, we did Pirates of the Caribbean, I guess, where they were searching for a treasure of sorts, but this one, you know, a more modern twist on it. Definitely a lot of fun. I mean, what a lineup for actors. You know, of course, Nicolas Cage and Sean Bean. And Sean Bean lived. How about that? I am proven wrong. He actually made it. Now, he's going to prison, but Sean Bean's character managed to live, which was impressive. And always great seeing Harvey Keitel and Jon Voight, just a couple of absolute legends. I can't believe they were in here. So good to see them. Every time I see Harvey Keitel, I just think of Mr. Wolf from Pulp Fiction. But I'll leave it at that because I think we might be doing that one somewhere down the road for the channel. Who knows? But a lot of fun. I really liked the pacing of it. It was just enough clues and different little quests that they had to go on to kind of keep you interested. It was a bit of American history that, you know, at least folks in America anyways, a lot of people can kind of relate to. Maybe they remember a few of the stories that they might have heard, you know, in high school or college or whatever it might be, some of the historical references. So that was a lot of fun. It was interesting how... not Riley. Well, Riley's character was interesting because, of course, we all know Doug from The Hangover, and it was really cool to see some of his earlier work where he's not stuck on top of a hotel roof. I didn't get the reference that Andrew made earlier until I actually heard him talk, and I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, this one was a lot of fun. The music was outstanding in it. The camera work was really nice. I mean, for 2004, I thought they had to do a lot of practical special effects, especially with that stairway that they had to go down in the spiral stairway. That was really interesting. The villains, Sean Bean's villain character was real interesting because, you know, how many times have you seen a movie with the villain and he's really loud or boisterous and he's like, tell me where the treasure is, or, oh, you know, and he was almost a little bit sympathetic towards Nic Cage's character, but not enough to where he wasn't going to leave him to rot down in the Freemason and the spiral staircase. So that was interesting. But again, I like the way his character was written because it wasn't what you would expect from a typical treasure hunting type movie where I'm going to find it at any cost, and anybody who gets in my way, I'm taking them out. Because, you know, I don't think that Sean Bean's crew, they didn't 86 anybody. I don't think they hit the one guard with the taser, and
Shaw just dropped,
and Shaw fell. Now they obviously threatened a few people, but they never actually took anybody out. Now, was that because it was maybe a Disney movie? You know, I don't know. I think they just wanted to show a different spin on a villain, which I thought was brilliant. And yeah, this one was just a lot of fun. Took us for a ride, and seems like there's going to be a sequel. We got a nice, core crew with everybody. And I just wonder if Sean Bean will be back in the next one, or if we'll see any of our characters back. I'm hoping Jon Voight is back at least when we do get to the sequel. So that was a lot of fun. But Diane Kruger did a great job. I did think she kind of was like all in on the treasure hunt a little soon maybe, but then again, Nicolas Cage's character Ben saved her from the truck and all the shooting and everything else that was going on. So
Riley saved her from the truck.
Or yeah, Riley did, I suppose. But either way, this one was a lot of fun. I don't recall if this one was recommended to us. I'm guessing it probably was. It seems to be pretty popular, but a lot of fun to take the ride with all of you and with these guys here.
Yeah, like going back with that where she hopped on real quick. Well, she wasn't going anywhere without the map, and then once she saw the thing in the corner, the little stamp, the seal of approval for her to be on board with this, well then, yeah, she was, came in ablaze and ready to go because she wanted to see this as well, and I think was pretty intrigued, obviously, by Gates.
Yeah, now that you say that, it does make sense because she had the buttons and she was a bit of a collector herself, so that makes sense. She'd be interested in
which is why he gave her the button he gave
That's
her.
Right.
But it's nice to see that Nicolas Cage's name in this was Benjamin Franklin Gates, so that was a lot of fun. For me, it was like a lot of I love the riddles and how they all tied into everything, going from town to town, from city to city, where they're in Philadelphia at like the Liberty Bell and the actual place where it resided, but then on the ground and right away, Ian was like, "Oh, not here, up there. What am I, an idiot?" And so like just the cat and mouse game that they did the whole time when having the two maps, unfortunately had to use the visa, so then he knew he was on the radar, to getting his dad involved to kind of help out, deter FBI for a little bit, but then obviously Ian captured him and brought him in on the whole mix. But then you got to see that his dad, John Adams Gates, was the grandfather, but Patrick Henry Gates was Jon Voight. As you got to see him then kind of be happy that he was wrong, and he had never been happier to be wrong that they could find the treasure, but then at the same time they walked into an empty room, and little did you know that candlestick would, or the pipe would come back all the way from the beginning from the Charlotte, and it's like, why was he protecting that? Why was the captain protecting that? Sure enough, we saw it, and you got bummed out by the blood, and I got bummed out that I was what. I
get bummed out because why do they always cut their hand in the movies? Like, you can just cut your arm and it won't hurt nearly as much. I mean, have you ever even tried to tie your shoes with a cut on your finger? It's difficult.
The pad of his thumb as opposed to like a gash.
Like across.
Yeah, like we've seen in other things.
I'm just.
But you're just getting Gen V vibes with that. No, like, but then Justin Bartha, like Riley Poole, who is great comedic relief in this movie, and then you see him in Hangover, like, oh, this is gonna be good, and then you don't even see him. Don't even see him. So it's fun to go back and see this movie where he is a major contributor to it, and I want to say I saw the second one, but I'm drawing a blank on what it's even about, so I don't even remember if I saw the second one. Believe it or not, I mean, I'm pretty sure I did, but I do not remember a thing. Yeah. All I know is obviously Cage and I believe Justin are back. I don't know who else.
Well,
it'll be fun to get to that one.
It's another really, really fun ride.
Okay.
I love this movie, and as I had to show him, I got literal just
goosebumps,
crazy goosebumps when they get into the treasure room, and then of course, they think they found this big treasure, and then he lights up the powder. And you find out it's just drastically more vast than you had thought. Look, I love history. I really do. My dad was a history teacher, and I've always been, fascinated with, world history. A little bit more like in, World War II and stuff like that. Having my grandfather and my great uncle having served is kind of where I really gravitate towards. But it's really fascinating because the reality is there are countless historical treasures out there, some waiting to be found, some that will never be found, some at the bottom of oceans and seas, and maybe they were this complex, maybe they weren't, but there's still so much stuff out there.
Yeah, you
to
hear
be-
about
to
that,
be found.
you know?
And I look, it's become the brunt of jokes because they're 11 seasons in. But if you're watching The Curse of Oak Island, they think a big, and this is the reaction that they get. I don't know if you guys have kept up with it.
Oh, I
They're
haven't
finally
seen
at the
it.
point.
I
where-
don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, so it's a treasure hunting show where they very much believe they're chasing the treasure of the Knights Templar. And it's 11 years running. It's in Canada. If you haven't
Still haven't found a thing.
If you haven't seen it and you see people joke about it, you have to understand that if they think they found a treasure even 100% of this magnitude, you don't go in digging with excavators and drill stuff. It would take years and years and years to make sure you found the right location. There's going to be massive. They oversimplify at the end of this, just dividing it up to museums.
Right.
If you follow, I followed a few stories of treasure hunting and ships that have sunk, and when they're in international waters and stuff like that, the legal battles that ensue.
Oh, that I can see. Yeah.
Here's the thing: if I take your property and I bury it in someone's backyard, and people then find said property, I found a TV, it's mine. It still belongs to somebody else. So that was one thing that, they kind of joked about is they oversimplified. We're just going to give it to the world. No, there are countries, and I don't understand how it works, that would have likely laid claim to a lot of those treasures. And with the treasure on Oak Island, and I bring it up because this is 04. This is, 7-8 years before the Oak Island treasure show started, but they've been looking for it for a few hundred years on Oak Island.
Yeah.
And so that's something that's been discussed. But the show, the reason why I bring up Oak Island is because it's a similar treasure that they've been looking for. It's a similar story. They've been at it for so many years. They've got some funny taglines. Could it be? Is it possible that? And people have the people who love it watch it. There's a lot of people who just think it's a joke because his answer said they haven't found anything yet. I'm like, hey, you're right.
I was going out on a limb with that statement.
But they have. But we can talk about that a little bit more. But if you haven't watched, they're looking for what could be the Templar treasure. But as far as this movie goes, it's a fun movie. It's exciting. You have good guys and bad guys. I'm really glad that you picked up on that. Sean Bean's character, Ian, isn't your typical bad guy. He's not super vindictive. He just wants the treasure. Yeah, at the beginning, he was willing to what he thought blow those guys up.
Yeah.
But he was always just real calm and collected. And, they were going to work things out at the end. I love the clues. You also have to love this story about a guy chasing his dream, even though nobody believes in it. And you can take that and apply
one
it
guy
to
believes.
so many different things, right? You can apply it to so many different things. You have this belief, you have this thing you're chasing after, and nobody else supports you. And when you finally get there, it's this moment. And I just thought this movie was so much fun. Nicolas Cage he's an interesting actor because it feels like in some movies he's just weird,
He's
and then
way over the top,
and then he does movies like this, and then Con Air is just I don't know if you guys either of you have seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Con Air is just such a Con Air is another just absolute banger by Nicolas Cage. But so it feels like some movies he's not so great in, and some movies he just hits it out of the park, and I feel like he really hit it out of the park with this one. It was just a fun movie, and they were able to take not just American history but world history and turn it into something really fun, which I think is neat. And I think there's a lot of treasure still out there waiting to be found. And I think this movie was a fun play on it. And I have to be honest. So and I'll circle back to Oak Island one last time. They're getting close, and I know they're into season 11. I promise you, if you haven't watched it in a few years, they're getting very, very close. And so for me to watch this now, knowing where we're at right now on Oak Island, it brings a different level of excitement for me. Like the goosebumps and almost like the emotional chills they're having here. We're getting to that level on Oak Island. So for the people who ducked out 5 years ago, I get you. Trust me.
They're sorely missing.
But this movie was so much fun. It like I said, it was a fun combination of history. It felt like it was paced very well, and it was your first time watching it.
Yeah.
But the music felt like it was really cool.
Yeah, the music
wasn't it?
was done very well. It very much fit the mood. And, music makes such a difference because if you have the right score, it can make a movie feel so much bigger than what it otherwise might be with, not the right music fitting in. So when they have the big orchestra hits of it and that sort of thing, that makes the movie feel really big. And it's funny you bring up, buried treasure, because I swear it seems like once every couple of years you read about a diver or somebody finding a huge burial or chest of some kind of gold coins or something like that. I mean, you do hear about people finding it, so it does happen. But like you say, they get into some real interesting legal battles as to what to do with it, because you can't exactly take a massive treasure chest of gold coins and take it to your local pawn shop and get straight gold.
Best I can do is
prices on it.
$84.95.
Right. You end up going to see the.
What do you even do?
You go see Rick Harrison in Las Vegas.
What do you do
Pawn
with
Stars?
massive and stuff of historical value? One thing that I want to see how you liked it, that I really thought they did perfect with this movie. If you have too many clues, it drags on.
Yeah.
If you have too few clues, it's like
that
barely an inconvenience.
Right.
Where's the next treasure? It felt like, and I would be curious to see like how many different scripts they had with this, where they're like, you know what, this is good. Did it feel like a good number of clues for you?
It did, because when they got to the one down in the at the bottom of the staircase, and they had the clue about the church in Boston, I was kind of like, really? I'm looking at the timer. I'm like, another clue, really? I was like, we're doing this, but then it was right there essentially with the pipe. So that was nice, the way it was almost a little bit of a fake out, I think, for the audience.
Yeah, I had so much fun with this, and like I said, this is the first time I've watched it all the way through in a while. I've watched it countless times, and it's so funny that I had to show Quinn, like I got massive goosebumps. But I will say, and I've said this 1,000 times before, I'll say it again, the capacity in which we watch movies. We're sitting here, we're not talking, we're not checking our phones, the doorbell's not ringing. I don't think doorbells ring anymore, but you get what I'm saying. So it's you take it in a little bit more in this studio environment, and it was really fun for me. This movie for me has it's almost one of the movies that has an unlimited rewatchability. There's a handful.
Even though you know the clues?
Even if I know the clues. Look, there's movies that I really love that
this is probably the baker's dozenth time you've probably watched this.
Oh, God, easy. Oh, God, way more than that. But there's certain movies that I really enjoy, but I don't know, like once you've seen them, it's like, I don't know if I'd watch it again. I bring up Shawshank all the time. I've seen that. I can't even, countless times. Every time it's on, I'm like, I would like to watch this again. Forrest Gump is one of my favorites. I think every time Forrest Gump is on, it's like, well, here's what I'm doing for the next hour or two. And this is one of those movies for me where unlimited rewatchability.
All right.
I mean, that's time to
get to the scores. That one is yours.
Yours is right there because it has the.
That's right. It's got the old score. I think our eraser's over there, Oak. So yeah, this was a lot of fun, and it's always interesting when on the channel here, we're watching movies that maybe one or two of the other folks on the channel have seen. And so it's always kind of interesting. I know we joke a lot. There was a few that we watched. I think maybe Oak, you and I might have seen them, where we'd kind of be looking over at the next person to see what their reaction was going to be to a scene. And I don't know if that happened in this one, because I was locked in,
over here. Like,
yeah, well, you watch Oak too, and he doesn't talk very much during the entire movie because he's so like it was. Usually it's the complete opposite. You see it, you kind of talk a little bit more, but instead, you kept your game face on over there.
That's right. So for me, folks, this one was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the second one. This is a easy 4 out of 5 answers for me. It wasn't like a big, huge blockbuster type movie, but it was just a very good, fun movie that I think if you had like a DVD collection, I know I'm old school with DVDs, but you would definitely have this one in your library as a go-to for sure. A lot of fun. Man, what a treat that was seeing Harvey Keitel. I love that guy.
Well, a lot of fun for me. I saw it a long time ago. It was great to wet my whistle with watching it again before we possibly see the second one. So for me, it was 4.5 answers. Easy to watch, easy to rewatch. Not overly violent. There's humor. There's like history. D+ student, but still enough to keep me intertwined in the movie and watch. So yes, for that 4.5.
Yeah, I love this movie, and this hit the schedule at a time where I am extra hyped, especially about the Knights Templar treasure. So look, if I have to break it down critically, I don't know. Do I give it the score I'm about to give it? Maybe not. But I love this movie so much. I'm hyped right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the zone. This is a 5 for me.
Hey, everybody has their favorites.
This has, like I said, this is one of the most rewatchable movies for me. And every time you look, Goosebumps, you don't fake. You can't fake Goosebumps.
No, I think if you get Goosebumps, it's hard to not give something a 5.
You can't give yourself Goosebumps. That I had to show. And for those of you, I have my arms are hairless, so it's easier to see. It's easier to see Goosebumps. But I was like, look, because sometimes you say that, right? Oh, I got Goosebumps. But did you really get Goosebumps?
Really?
I really got Goosebumps.
Really?
5 for me.
Oh,
yeah. Well, if they wanted to
Look
find
at
some real treasure on Oak Island, they could always go see the boys on Gold Rush. They seem to find about $1 million in gold every season. So there it is.
Every year.
This isn't just gold. This is treasure.
It's just that easy. Just that easy. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, Answer. Good night, pals.